Whoa, okay. What is this? I'm sorry? What is happening here? What is with this background right now?
You play as the teacher.
Salutations, viewers. My name is Game Dame, and welcome back to another one of Game Dame Let's Plays. We are now back with more the Beginner's Guide. And so far this game has been very surreal, and it's been getting into my head about a whole bunch of stuff that I may or may not already think of myself in certain cases. So we've been cleaning up this house, and it's the same chores over and over again, but it's this dialogue.
I'm glad he found some peace.
Thanks. Oh goodness, those pillows over there on the couch are a real mess. Would you go over and straighten them up in a bit? Can't have these folks coming home to a messy couch. He's organizing all his thoughts into this. I really like this dialogue that's happening. Question. Do I enjoy this?
Of course, it can't last. The music
I did
stops,
enjoy this.
Your companion is gone, it's time to leave.
No, I really liked
that. The door
that.
at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
I agree to that logic. I 100% agree to that logic. You can't keep staying in your same comfort space. Like, you have to sometimes come out of your comfort zone and continue to go forward and continue to go where you need to go.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move.
Yeah. No, I totally
I really
agree.
thought that was the point of it.
Is it not? So I'm wondering what the point is. Items you love at members only prices.
This one gets a bit goofy.
Okay. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right. Now, who do you think about that in your own life? Who do you know is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself? Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy. It is so
About
easy.
halfway through the game,
being perfect is
shifts.
Yeah. Whoa, okay. What is this? I'm sorry? What is happening here? What is with this background right now?
You play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh, I can? Being perfect. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? Well, let me tell you right now. If it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. It's only giving me options. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. Oh, I can pick the grayed out options. What if I'm not a good teacher? There is no truth, there is no path. It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everyone, run, run, run.
I felt pretty hard for
Perfection.
this. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way.
Yeah.
And completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
That's a very interesting way to look at it.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
That is very strange, especially since... Blah! Okay. The performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start leaning against the wall. Okay. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hello. Hello, that's it? That is not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her, be a human being. You didn't give me a lot of options. I had no options to work with. I'm super scared right now. No, no, no. That's not the answer. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I know what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it just was one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These come that bounce when you touch them will represent people nearby. Okay. Now talk to her again. What are some... So my choices are: you must have worked really hard to get where you are, or I bet you've learned to lean into the pain, or what are some sacrifices you've had to make? I'm going with 3. What are some Oh shoot, it registered 2. I bet you've learned to lean into the pain. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Was I supposed to say something else? Did it matter? Did it matter, I wonder? Did it really matter whatever option I picked? Oh boy. We're in a long hallway. Okay, yes, now this is working. This is what it was like.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution: social anxiety to fears of having to perform and having to chase success. The answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Mobius trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. I have to play with my eyes closed? Okay. Oh, well, I guess not. Why are we all blind? So should I have my eyes closed? All right. We're blind. We can't see a damn thing. I'm just gonna hit one button. What is happening? What is happening? All right, well, I'm not being blind this time. What is going on?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
There was a giant door and then my vision went black. What's this fucking solution? Please tell me how to solve this. Why is everyone blind? Oh no. Do I have to keep doing this? Help, I'm blind. Maybe I have to go up here? Truth. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I can't keep making these. The truth. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. So it's what it asked me said the only way to stop what is happening on screen is to be honest. And I said I can't keep making these.
First off, He's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So
It's
where's that
draining
coming
me.
from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order
Yeah,
to keep
I
themselves
do know that.
disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
I just keep pressing options. So he was in a
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
well, yeah, they're reflecting
After this
who
game,
he
it's
is, and he
almost
started to
6
spiral
months
down.
before he finishes something new.
Kodo was just starting to spiral after everything that's been happening to him internally. God, the white, I will never get used to the white screens. Hello, where am I? What is this? I'm gonna go with where am I? I wonder if I chose a different option, what would have popped up? Where did this island come from? Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I've talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. When I try to create, I feel empty. I'm completely out of ideas, or I have nothing left to give to my work. When I try to create, I feel empty. That's the choice that's what I chose. Oh no! What's happened? Did something change? There was my options are there was a machine that kept me going and it stopped, or I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Trying to use this engine that used to protect me to start it again. That looks like a vagina. Wait, you're looking for a machine. I think I know where it is. It isn't far. Okay, where is it? I need to see it to know why it stopped. The music's kind of like
If the
messed
last
up
game
too.
featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations,
Guarded.
this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety,
100%,
depression, even,
all of that.
and yet still he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
The symbolism's kind of crazy.
'Cause from my perspective at
With
the
what
time
he's putting in
and
here.
just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
So we're telling him how to do this now. Now we're in this empty space, and it's no longer black. It's white. So where are we?
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness.
You can't.
It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. It says, when I try to create, I feel empty. Where did this island come from? Where am I? I need to see to know how I stop. Deal. Hey, I recognize this. Trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Wait, are these the ones that I chose? There's no machine here. Trust me, I'll see. You have to say that your work was fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Making games is easy. Ah, that feels wonderful. Why did I feel awful when I said that? Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. I am constantly enthusiastic about my work. Excited and enthusiastic. Yes, that's wonderful. I'm breaking down these
Seeing
barriers.
This game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped.
Just never stop creating
It's
and
like,
you'll never feel bad.
Video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
No, they're not.
This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
Any sacrifices for my work are worth it 100% of the time. Like, look at all these walls that he's bringing down.
This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it.
No, with the crying in the
stop
background.
More than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this
the prison.
to stop.
My walls is broken down. I'm free. I'm free. Why is she crying?
But it didn't stop.
No, I would imagine
After
it wouldn't.
finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
The machine. And we were looking for a machine in our previous game. Ooh, hello, Mr. Guard. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you'd like. I intend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Thank you. Oh, hello, press. So this is Coda, the machine. You stopped.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. You stopped feeding us. It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. So my options are, here's what needs to happen. You need to go to the people and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. I'm going to say I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. Nothing? No, nothing? Alright, then I will apologize to the people on your behalf. But Coda doesn't want that. My friends. My friends. So my options are, it falls on me to deliver bad news. I have a troubling revelation. I have a troubling revelation. My options are, the machine will not apologize to us, or the machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurts us. The machine will not apologize to us. My other new 2 options are, but this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Or, we will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us show we are not failures. That's my option I'm choosing. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Or follow me, we'll destroy everything that the machine has created. Follow me, we'll destroy everything that the machine has created. And now we're back here. Into the theater. Whoa! I get the gun? Oh my gosh. This is crazy.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive.
It is.
And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, Here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
But that's not what happens.
As I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for it?
But it's not your call.
If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
I don't think it would. You have to let people go at their own pace when they're dealing with some sort of mental breakdown, and be there to support them any way you can. You don't want to initiate anything because they are not you and you are not that person. You got to realize that it's...
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
But that's not the point. I don't think that's the point. I don't think that was the point at all. But we are going to have that end it here today. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is really, really getting into our heads. Like, this is teaching us about a very real message that I know is not very talked about often, but it should be talked about more, and that's mental health. So with that, that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe and or follow not only to my YouTube, but to my Twitch. You can find my YouTube already. You know where it is. And my Twitch is at twitch.tv/thegamedame. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.